Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to be going over why you need to treat trading like a profession. As you saw earlier, I was backtesting. Now I'm backtesting, I'm reviewing, I'm doing different things. I'm doing things differently than I was opposed to before when I was backtesting. All I would do before when I was like previously backtesting, I would just journal my trades. Boom. I would have the database, I would mark out the winners with an emoji, and then eventually I would just put, you know, the trades that I see. Or I mean, I would go to different time frames, screenshot that, and then put it into the page and then move on to the next trade. And I was doing that for my trades. But now every time I take a win, I try to really think about what, you know, why did I win? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What did I see? And I'm really trying to really evaluate those wins and keep like a little tracking, you know, like the lessons that I'm learning, and then eventually at the end of the backtesting session combine all those lessons that I've learned and then implement them into like a lesson log and review that. But of course, same thing for the mistakes. Whenever I lose, I try to write down, why did I lose? Why did this trade not work out? What did I do wrong? As opposed to what I did right when I won, you know? Approaching this and being very analytical to my system, you know? To my system is very important. And the reason why is because I want to continue to refine it no matter what. Whenever you win, you can always learn something. You can always learn. You can always like build upon what you already know, or you can just simply write down what you did right and what you were looking for at that moment whenever you were looking for that trade idea to play out. And as simple as that, you know. But the losses are way more important than the winners, you know. I think you can still, you know, learn a lot from winners, but losses you can learn a lot more because you did something wrong. Every time you lose, there's always something to learn from because you did something wrong. Every loss is not the market. Sometimes it's you. It's always you, no matter what. Sometimes the market will be low probability or low conditions, but you should be able to distinguish that in the first place. You should know after like FOMC the next day, the market isn't going to move like 100 points or like 300 points. I mean, it isn't going to move with quick volatility and have clean price action sometimes. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Or seasonally, August may not be the best month to, you know, have the best price action. But you have to be able to distinguish that and follow your system and follow your plan and your edge, and to be able to like understand what you're looking for, why you're looking for, when it's high probability, when it's low probability. And I feel like a lot of people are just like not treating it as serious as it should be, you know? Like they're trying to have a plug and play go on, you know? Like I see a lot of people watching a lot of videos on YouTube, or I see a lot of traders strategy hopping, or, you know, this is a bunch of different scenarios. I see a lot of people like trying to all these strategies up together when in reality like they haven't really mastered one. You haven't really mastered one concept, you know. They're trying to use Power 3, and they're trying to use market maker models, and then they're trying to use, you know, the 22 model, and then they're trying to use, you know, this model, and they're trying to use this model, and then they're trying to use this one, you know. Like master one thing and then go on to the next, and then eventually build upon what you already know. And as simple as that. Right now, I'm not changing anything. Right now, I'm just refining my system and what I know and what I'm looking for, what my eye gravitates to, and that's all, you know. And I'm just trying to refine and get better and better every single time. My trading style, the best way I can put it, I personally like trading the smart money reversal, or just like reversals in general, like lower time frame reversals but higher time frame continuation. Like if there's, or a higher time frame retracement, I like trading higher time frame retracements but lower time frame reversals. You can't half-ass the work, you know. Like if you half-ass the work, you're gonna get half-ass results. I think a lot of people when in trading, they tend to think that, you know, they can watch ICT, his, like, you can watch all his playlists, not take any notes, go into the charts, trade, be profitable, passive funded account that same month while doing all that. It doesn't work like that, bro. It takes time, it takes dedication, it takes a lot of hard work. The more work you put in, the better the results you will get. And I was talking about this in the other video, like this month, August, and like the last week of July, I've put in more work than I have and like than ever before this whole entire year, and my results have been exponential. Like I've improved, I progressed the most I ever have throughout the whole entire year, bro, in trading for this year. It's simple as that, bro. You can't half-ass the work. Like when I was reviewing my playbook right now, when I was reviewing my journal, when I was backtesting, I was thinking of ways, how can I improve, bro? Because I felt like I was half-assing it. I asked AI, how can I improve my trading journal? How can I improve my trading notes? How can I retain majority of the information? How can I, you know, understand what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right on a deeper level? There's always ways to improve, don't get me wrong, but you can't half-ass the work. You know, like if you're watching a video and you're not taking notes, what are you doing? Or if you're reading a book and you're not taking notes, or you're not implementing the knowledge that you're reading and learning, what's the point? It's the same thing with trading, bro. Like if you're taking a trade and you're not learning from that loss, what's the point of that trade in the first place if you're not progressing to the overall goal of getting better? If you're not even learning what you're doing wrong in the first place, if you're not journaling, if you're not reviewing, and if you're moving on like nothing happened, bro, then what are you doing, bro? Like you're not gonna get the results you want, bro, or you're not gonna be as consistent and disciplined as you want if you're not able to do the things that make you disciplined and consistent by knowing what you're doing wrong and knowing what you need to fix and knowing what you need to work on. So that's my honest opinion, bro. You cannot half-ass trading, or else you will get half-ass results. Like 1 week you may be profitable, or you may be getting like really good trades, and you may be hitting, you know, like the next week you blow an account or something, or you're in super deep drawdown, bro. Don't get me wrong, I think you have to go through those periods of, you know, those deep drawdown periods or those losses to come, you know, come back stronger. But the thing is, like, you don't want to half-ass your work, you know what I'm saying? Show up every day, not when you want to. So this is a big thing. I know a lot of people don't show up every single day. You know, some people have rest days, or they have days where they want to take it easy and not really think about trading or the market. But on the weekends, you know, the people just go out and go party, go do whatever, you know, they want, and they don't show up. And my honest opinion is everybody is at a different stage in life, or yeah, everybody's at a different stage in life and in their profession. Certain people can go out and do that, but if you're not, you know, where you want to be, then don't do it, bro. Simple as that. Then why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not at where you want to be in life, then don't do it, bro. Go lock in. But if you are, you know, like if you're comfortable, if you know what I'm saying, I'm just saying, like, if you're comfortable, if you're at a nice place, you have the 2 days right there. If you're full-time trading, you have the 2 days, you know. But they come with consequences, you know. Show up every day, not when you want to, even on the weekends, bro. Continue to put in work, continue to review the playbook, continue to review your journal, continue to review your charts, and see what you can do better, bro. See where you can learn. See, you know, go study the recent price action, that week's price action, you know, like see where you could have taken trades, where you went wrong if you did take any trades, or if you missed out, and review and analyze, bro. You know, like, you can always learn, you can always improve, bro. Like, there's every single day is a learning opportunity and a learning experience if you capitalize upon it, because some people won't capitalize upon it. They'll go on about their day and treat it like, you know, nothing happened, and that's them. Another thing too is, this is for the people that actually like are balls deep and like want to reach that, is, I know it's gonna be really crazy, I know it's really controversial, but lose your mind in the process. And it may sound unhealthy, but if you really want to succeed and you're willing to do anything, you have to lose your mind in the process, bro, to get to where you want to be in trading. You know, you're gonna have to dedicate everything to it, showing up every single day, every single minute of your life, if possible, dedicating yourself to the craft of trading, bro. And it's not about the money. Don't even think about trading, the trades, the charts, the opportunities you see, to place trades, to see your system, to see the model, to refine it, to continue to analyze it, to learn from your mistakes, learn, you know, the psychology of what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right, your emotions, the FOMO, the patience, the impatience, you know, all these things. If you really want to be the best of the best, or the best version of yourself, you have to lose your mind in the process, bro. And you have to dedicate everything to the craft. And at the end of the day, it will pay off. A lot of people are gonna call you crazy, obsessed, this, that, you know. It'll all be worth it at the end of the day. You know, you get to where you want to be in life. If you make it there, honestly. I don't know. If you go too far, if you go 2 balls deep in, you might not make it, bro. You might not have anybody around you to tell you anything anymore. But so be it, because you're successful, you know. But at what cost? So take that with a grain of salt, and that is basically really it. So yeah.